Paul Heyman is one of the most iconic and influential figures in the history of professional wrestling. Known for his unique microphone skills and strategic vision, Heyman has built a legendary career as a manager, promoter, and storyteller. He was the mastermind behind the revolutionary ECW, where he redefined hardcore wrestling and provided a platform for unconventional talents to shine. Today,
we told you so! A beast slayer, a conqueror's conqueror!
Today, Paul Heyman is widely recognized as the wise man and advisor to Roman Reigns, playing a pivotal role in the Bloodline, one of the most significant storylines in WWE history. His ability to captivate the audience and promote his clients has solidified him as one of the greatest managers in wrestling history. Paul Heyman began his journey in professional wrestling at a young age, with an entrepreneurial mind and a clear passion for entertainment. He entered the industry as a wrestling photographer, selling his photos to renowned magazines, including Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Heyman's talent for capturing iconic moments and his ability to connect with wrestling personalities helped him infiltrate the business. The transition to manager. In the 1980s, Heyman made his debut as a manager under the name Paulie, dangerously, inspired by the look of Gordon Gekko, a character from the movie Wall Street. With his signature briefcase and arrogant personality, he quickly gained prominence in the Continental Wrestling Association and the AWA, where he worked with talents like Austin Idol and the original Midnight Express. Rise in WCW. Heyman continued his career as a manager in World Championship Wrestling, where he led the group The Dangerous Alliance, one of the most dominant factions of the era. Despite his success as a manager, his creative vision often clashed with WCW's management, leading to tensions that eventually resulted in his departure from the company. Separation from WCW and reinvention in ECW. After leaving WCW in 1993, Paul Heyman found a new path in Eastern Championship Wrestling, which would soon transform into Extreme Championship Wrestling under his leadership. He took creative control of the promotion, reinventing it as an alternative to traditional wrestling, focusing on hardcore matches, bold storylines, and a rebellious spirit that attracted a passionate fan base. The separation from WCW was a crucial point for Heyman. While many saw the departure as a setback, he used it as an opportunity to shape ECW into a unique and revolutionary brand, solidifying his legacy as one of wrestling's great visionaries. Paul Heyman's return to WWE in 2012. Paul Heyman made a striking return to WWE in 2012 after a 6-year hiatus since his departure in 2006. His last return came when he was introduced as Brock Lesnar's advocate, reinforcing his position as one of the most powerful and influential voices in wrestling. Lesnar had returned to WWE in April 2012, but it was in May that Heyman reappeared as his official spokesperson. This partnership revitalized both their careers, with Heyman playing a central role in Lesnar's narrative as an unstoppable force, culminating in historic moments, such as ending the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30.
Since Brock Lesnar! You did it! You did it!
Thank you.
Since then, Paul Heyman has remained with WWE, continuing his trajectory of success as an essential character in various storylines. His most recent impactful alliance was with Roman Reigns in 2020, when he assumed the role of wise man in the context of the Bloodline, further elevating his status in the company. By the end of 2012, Heyman began working with CM Punk, becoming his strategic ally during Punk's historic WWE Championship reign, which lasted 434 days. This partnership highlighted Heyman's ability to elevate talents to the top. 2013, expansion of influence. Heyman continued managing both Brock Lesnar and CM Punk. He played a key role in Punk's rivalry with The Rock, which culminated in Punk losing the title at the Royal Rumble. Throughout the year, Heyman became the center of several storylines, including his betrayal of CM Punk, which led to a personal rivalry between the two. Heyman also introduced Curtis Axel as a Paul Heyman guy and briefly managed Ryback, though these partnerships weren't as impactful as the previous ones. The year ended with Heyman focusing on Brock Lesnar, and helping to prepare for his return as a dominant threat. The Brock Lesnar era and Heyman's legacy minus 2014. Heyman played a crucial role in Brock Lesnar's historic victory over The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30, ending the legendary 21-0 streak. He continued to promote Lesnar as the Beast incarnate, culminating in Lesnar demolishing John Cena at SummerSlam to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Brock Lesnar going for an F5 to Cena.
Heyman remained by Lesnar's side during major rivalries and moments, including matches against Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Goldberg. During these years, Heyman solidified his role as the best promo in WWE, creating compelling narratives around Lesnar, even during periods of inactivity for the wrestler. The transformation with Roman Reigns minus 2020. Paul Heyman shocked the world when he aligned himself with Roman Reigns, who had returned as a heel. Under the moniker Wise Man, Heyman helped transform Reigns into the Tribal Chief, leading the Bloodline and capturing the Universal Championship. Minus 2021 to 2023, Heyman was central to the Bloodline storyline, which involved members of the Anoa'i family, such as the Usos and Solo Sikoa. He played a dual role, navigating his loyalty to Roman Reigns and the internal tensions within the group. Minus 2024, Paul Heyman remains an essential figure in WWE, accompanying Roman Reigns on his journey to maintain his historic reign as Universal Champion. He continues to be one of the greatest storytellers in wrestling, constantly adapting and staying relevant. Legacy in the Hall of Fame. Paul Heyman is celebrated not only for his clients' accomplishments, but also for his role as one of the greatest storytellers in wrestling. His ability to reinvent characters and craft lasting narratives solidified his place as an irreplaceable figure in the sport. Fun facts about Paul Heyman as a manager. 1. Curtis Axel. Heyman introduced Curtis Axel as a Paul Heyman guy in 2013. Axel won the Intercontinental Championship under Heyman's management, but the partnership was short-lived due to a lack of chemistry with the audience.
I understand how everybody here feels. I murdered myself for you!
Ryback. Heyman managed Ryback during a brief rivalry with CM Punk. Although the partnership didn't have a major impact, it demonstrated Heyman's ability to create stories even with talents in challenging situations. Big Show. Heyman managed Big Show during the early 2000s, helping him defeat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series 2002 to capture the WWE Championship.
Okay.
Take it from experience. Look at this.
CM Punk. The partnership between Heyman and Punk resulted in one of the longest WWE Championship reigns in history, lasting 434 days. The friendship and betrayal between Punk and Heyman became one of the most emotional stories of that era.
I murdered myself for you!
Rob Van Dam. During the final days of ECW, Heyman managed Rob Van Dam, helping establish the wrestler's innovative style as his trademark. The Dangerous Alliance. Heyman led the group The Dangerous Alliance in WCW, which included stars like Steve Austin, Rick Rude, and Arn Anderson, cementing his role as a strategist. Curious fact, Heyman describes himself as selective with his Paul Heyman guys. But even partnerships that didn't achieve the expected success showcased his ability to explore the potential of various wrestlers. Paul Heyman is one of the most influential and creative names in WWE history, with a career that spans decades and various eras of wrestling. Although often underestimated for his ability to be at the center of some of the most impactful stories, his influence extends far beyond backstage, where he has been one of the key figures in creating and developing narratives that have become landmarks in the wrestling universe. Paul Heyman is also not just a prominent figure in the ring, but also backstage at WWE. He has played an essential role in various creative sectors of the company, helping shape stories and define the direction of numerous characters and rivalries. His creative vision has been responsible for creating iconic moments and bringing prominent talents to the forefront of WWE, such as his contribution to the development of CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and many others. His constant presence in WWE's main events reflects his undeniable relevance. Even in times when other names are put in the spotlight, Heyman's presence in main event stories has never been questioned. He has the unique ability to constantly reinvent himself, adapting to changes in the landscape and new generations of fans, while still maintaining his unmistakable creative signature. In summary, Paul Heyman is not just a successful manager. He is one of the pillars of modern WWE, whose creative vision, storytelling ability, and talent manipulation skills have made him one of the most important and influential figures in the company's history. His journey of success not only continues, but strengthens over time, ensuring that his brand of creativity will remain in the company for many years to come.